Hey guys, welcome. Full moon in Aquarius. I'm excited. As when I think of who's going to build the golden ages, it's the Aquarians. I really think that they are the most connected to what we're doing here. Now, does that mean we need everyone? We know that. We're all worker bees. But it's about having that sword and understanding the sword. Is it of a positive charge or a negative charge? It's also the study of sciences and rocking your inner uniqueness, as well as healing. Healing, the connection to the cosmos and the healing that brings. That's all connected to the energy of Aquarius, and it is the light within the cup. It's a very important part of the expansion from the dark ages to the light. So something is changing right now. And it's deep within the core. It's connected to the core here with Mother Earth, as well as our cores within. As we know, we are all connected. We're bringing the light deep within. The light deep within the core. Because we're closing the gap between the dark and the light. We're closing the gap between the heavens and the earth. We are changing our harmonic, our tune, as well as so is Mother Earth. It's time to change the frequencies around here. And I don't know about any of you, but I sure have been feeling the frequency shift today. I've been feeling very ill, having a hard time keeping it together. I even had to, it took me a minute or two to get here today. And I don't know how I'm going to be speaking, so bear with me. Ten of Pentacles, we know what this is all about. This is what we're doing. This is what we're building. We're building a place where love flourishes, where connection flourishes. We know that, connected to our last reading, that the sun and the moon are helping to create this equality, the dance, the rhythm. And what that is doing is the moon is really pushing and pulling us to really see where we still need to illuminate our pathway, and we're in our expansion to really expand out of our shell, as on the card of the moon, the lobster. What we know is spirit is influencing us with the moon, the energies of the moon, to help restore balance. And this is connected to the inner child as well as the Three of Cups. And now what we're going to do is we're going to allow inner child some time with the cup. And that means connecting to that youthful, passionate energy within, and not being afraid to be a fool, to act a fool. Because you're not doing it in a lower vibrational way. It's not doing it with ego. It's just like being raw, real, vulnerable, and open. And this is me. And this is me. And here's my sword. And I know I can have it of a negative charge or a positive charge. That choice is up to me. And what am I going to do within the cup? And that's within me. I am the well. I am the cup. And I need to get well. And I need to do that with a positive charge to help clearing out what is lower vibrational for me, as I want to create this space. Because we're creators. We're co-creators. We're manifestors. We're master manifestors over here. That's why we're mastering ourselves right now. That's why we're expanding. And this is connected to our homes within as well as our homes without, our environments, thanks to that lovely energy of the Taurus. That episode of the Torus and the Tree, that channel messages, wow, that was quite the message even for me when I was channeling it. But we know, like, the tree sustains life for a very long time, as well as, you know, gives out the healing vibes for us all to, what trees do. They purify the air for us. This is about us being able to purify for the collective. Twin flames joining me out here. Especially what we're doing here, our expansion is understanding we are purifying for the collective, and we are creating more light in the collective energy field by our healing and our expansions. Ooh, and there it is. The connection to the cosmos, our connection to home within the cosmos. You star seeds out there, hello, joining me. I actually see our expansion here. The connection to our wisdom, understanding is our growth experience or failure. That's a positive or negative charge right there. Seeing through the illusion, the fog, the clouds. I can feel the connection to the Seven of Cups here. What is within the cup? Our studies. What are we studying? What are we studying within our environments? As we know, like, that affects our frequency and tune as well. I know I don't watch a lot of programs or the news or, you know, things that make me feel lower vibrational, because I find that it's not allowing me to expand at the rate I want to be able to build my... Guys, I'm sorry, my son's home on his holidays here. Well, this is it. Here's the reading. Okay. Got the King of Wands here. So I believe that that is us connected to the energy of the flames. We have the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Five of Swords, where we know we started off, where the masculine and feminine are getting clarity away from the pain after we're manifesting to create equality through telling our truth, connected to the sun, releasing our burdens, with the Knight of Wands who's passionately moving forward, with the King of Wands who's creating with that spark. But you want to know something? That was too much too soon. I want to slow down a little bit here for a second. Knight of Swords. This is our heart within our cup. And this is, you know, this horse has two heads. And I really feel like it's like chariot driven. We've connected the masculine and feminine energies within to a heart-centered truth. We've restored balance through passions and connections to the light. And understanding what charge is within that sword. And that's our thoughts. What are our thoughts saying to us? With the Page of Pentacles. And this is somebody who is grounding what they're learning on their spiritual quest. And it's time. You know what? I love that there's a clock in here. It's time. And I was called to pull this deck out of here because I was channeling it's time. It's time. So this Page of Pentacles is connected to the message in here. This is about our third eye expansions and activations, as well as what we are actually integrating, the sun energy within us, our growth. This is connected to what is actually sustaining us, the charge within the sword, and how we actually let go, how we actually let go of what's not serving us so we can feel the sweetness of life. We're going to feel the sweetness of life within now as we really start our actual growth. And that's why it's connected to the Seven of Pentacles. And here we have the King of Pentacles. And this is We're just transforming and grounding things through the darkness. This is connected to that space within. And there's judgment. And that is our expansion. There is the burning away of what's lower vibrational. And here with the Knight of Pentacles, we're moving forward. But we're moving forward at a slow and steady wins the race type of a pace. This energy is there for soul tribe, family members. It has the key. It's to slow down. We need to slow down with our thoughts. I feel like the main energy is we must allow our minds rest. They're racing. And here it is, the Five of Pentacles. We know now we are bringing the light deep within. And that cathedral is connected to ancient wisdom and the light and healing. And it's through the storms. And she has blood dripping from her hand as she is releasing her sorrows from within. But I also think that also symbolizes being directly connected to creation, as we know that blood is connected to creation. It is connected to the heart, as well as what we're activating when we activate the light. And it has to do with our DNA blueprint and our divine blueprint within. And here's the 10 of Cups, the creation of the space that we are manifesting, we are creating. We are expanding here. And here's the transformation. It's the burning away of what's lower vibrational. And right now it's connected to our racing thoughts, our racing mind. And our mind is racing so much that we're actually actively fighting within. The dark and the light are having a battle within right now. And it's up to us to see through the illusion of what charge we are actually holding. We want to end conflict here with the Five of Wands. We want to end, this is actively ending the conflict within. Because we want to manifest, we want to transform. We need to not focus on what we've lost, what is still creating the stagnant energy, the darkness for us. Because the Two Cups are blossoming, the equality is there. It's just that the pathway that we thought to that 10 of Cups space, to home, it's not, we're not getting the way we thought we were. We have to raise our vibration. And we raise our vibration by what's in the cup. Is it our pain? Or is it our joy, our happiness, our light? And realistically, it's our light. Because we don't want to beat ourselves up. We don't want to go back to feeling burdened. This is not written, it's not colored in because this has not happened yet. This is just within our mind. This is like when you make that negative charge constantly and then you just create the space, but it's not even really there. That's why we have to purify our minds and add the positive charge. And that means disconnecting from our emotions sometimes. And then we have the Page of Wands energy. That's enthusiastically, youthfully, passionately moving forward. Actively. And here it is. We have the Six of Wands. That is releasing what's lower vibrational. Cleansing that negative thickness that's holding us down from feeling free. And we're doing it by connecting to creation. And this is to do with what we are creating. We are creating within the void. And it all has to do with when we bring light within the cup. When we bring light within the dark. What are we creating with that light there? And it's of healing. And there's our expansion right there. And it's all thanks to the moon. And the moon showing us where we still need to put light within the dark. How we still need to expand. So we're going to, it's like the lobster that's, you know, going through a growth process, and then they molt from their shell, and then they grow a new one. And they're more badass than before. And we know this is connected to the Four of Cups. The moon is drawing away that fourth cup. So we're just creating with the Three of Cups, the masculine, the feminine, and the child. And there it is, the lovers. There's the connection restored between the masculine and feminine, healing, transformation, and balance restored. The balance is restored. It's like those devil energies pay out from all the hard work that we've done on the path of the moon. There is the lobster. And, you know, the moon's putting pressure on all those points of the lobster shell. So the lobster wants to get the heck out of that shell. Because it wants to transform. It literally wants to transform. And do this. And then go to this space. Because this space is what we're creating here. What we're studying and connecting to, and what we're building. And this is why we need to see through the illusion of what's in the cup. Because she has two cups. One she's just holding, and then another she's holding over here, and there's a snake wrapped around it. And it's like going in the cup. And what's in that cup? Is it connected to spirit, or is it connected to the darkness and what's going to keep making you feel separate, keep making you feel disconnected, keep making you feel like you don't want to create with your heart in the cup? And when we restore balance and we create with the light, and we have our healing victory, this is the Eight of Wands. And in this deck, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. And this is the message of the reading. The Eight of Wands discusses the glorious synchronization of passion, skill, hard work, and opportunity. In order for a goal to be achieved, the universe must bless us with all of these qualities being perfectly timed together. This card tells us that that moment is not far off for us. The blossoming of the mandala opens wide, symbolizing the growth of our ideas and goals. 8 wands point inward, in perfect balance with the petals of the mandala. The clouds open, the sun shines through, and the divine lights the path below. Everything is in sync, and now is the perfect time to push through to the finish line. The universe is sending you an opportunity to move forward with ease. All the cards are on the table, and it appears luck is on your side. Embrace the perfect balance of synchronization of success's many facets aligning in your benefit. Now is the time. Move forward with gusto. Well, thank you. Thank you, moon. Thank you, sun. This is what I mean. It's all about alignment now. That the universe is trying to send us into what is in alignment for us. Now, I want to get the message that goes with this. Bone collector. Bone collector. You are whole and have everything you need within. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you are fully present, reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation. That reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception or limitation. And this is all about now, how do we see ourselves from our past, and how did we even get all these negative charges to begin with? And that's another level of inner child healing and really bringing that light deep within the core. And now we're going to re-rate some things here now, because we need to heal. We need to heal from our past, because we're making our 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. We're having our best lives here. We don't want that energy messing this up. That's stagnant. We want to create lots of flow within this Taurus, okay? Now, we have to not be seeing ourselves as unworthy, flawed, or unlovable, even no matter what's happened to us within our past. This is all about giving ourselves the gift of seeing our uniqueness, our inner uniqueness, our beauty through our pain. Like what you actually, your light, and what your light does when it shines without in the universe, and how, you know, there's no one else with your light, and how beautiful that is when you're creating with that space and not allowing your wounding to keep what's been stolen from you, to be able to reclaim it, to be able to reclaim your inner resources, your inner awareness within, and not allowing your pains, your wounds to take that from you, because then you're just a part of a person. And this is not about being part of a person. This is about restoring wholeness. And I love how you can even see all that golden, that beautiful golden light. It's just with like around here like a halo. And it's got rating in it. It's got rating as well as a tune. So she's playing her authentic frequency. And as well too, there's a clock in here. So it's connected to this card. It's time. It's time. It's time to go within and heal and repair and restore and mend. And this is going to create more fertility within our energies, within our being, to really create some serious 10 of Pentacles abundance here. And this has all to do with the 2. Just like they keep pointing me the 2 and the like it is to the 2 and the 10, right? But they're like, look at the 2. So, and this saying 2 is connected to the High Priestess going within to restore balance, activating your divine blueprint, your light. As well as the 10, there's an ending. There's an ending, and we're going to have a beginning. And then that's why we start seeing number 11. And we're going to talk more about numbers here very soon. We freed ourselves from the cage. And this is about connecting the masculine and the feminine through the child, through the energy of the child. And it's symbolized by, like, creating with love and the peacock. The peacock is symbolism for the phoenix rising from the ashes. And she's holding a peacock feather in her hands. That means we go within and we connect the energy of the child, because the child does not care about romance in that way. The child has crushes, yeah, but the child wants to have fun within and play and create. So we need that energy to create our authentic tune, to fix the disconnect between the masculine, feminine, and child, to restore, to, like, this creates a new level of freedom. Like that cage that we have felt in, it's so tiny, we're never going back there. Like, we have become our heart energy. That's how big this This healing is, that's how big this healing is. That's how intense it is. That's why maybe what you're feeling right now feels very intense. Maybe you're feeling ill. Maybe you're feeling, whoa, like what's going on? It's because very well you could just be, you know, shape-shifting at such an incredible form, because you're really creating your best life through your healing right now, because we're so incredibly connected. Where am I going? I want to see what's being activated as it's time. What's being activated with time here? The Magician, and there it is. It's time to put the light in the cup. Look at how big the cup is there in this Magician card. It's time to transform. And there is a snake there. And there's a snake there. Because we're going to transform, and we're going to heal the disconnect between the masculine and feminine, and we're going to create love through the child. That's why we gotta let that child play with the cup. It's the cup. The cup and the light that we put in the cup is going to allow us our third eye expansions. You're going to connect to the crown in a whole new way through justice, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So, all right. So what's happening here is we're balancing out our cosmic scales here and creating a new level of flow through our divine blueprint, sacred knowledge, our studies, as well as the sword, and understanding there's a negative charge and a positive charge to that sword. We're restoring balance. Spirit's helping us. Now the feminine energy is creating, and is creating right now with the light, and showing the masculine look we can create with this light. And remember, these are energies, these are principles. You could be a masculine creating with the light right now. These are principles. And this is how it's restoring within the connection. And this is now, we're not going to feel the lack of anymore, because we're creating our abundance. And here's the Two of Swords, because we're creating peace. That's the negative and positive charge right there, and we can stop fighting ourselves at any time. And the Emperor is here, and that's how I really feel like we do so. We just take charge. We use that God energy. We know that the Emperor is all about expanding, having the willpower to get the job done. And let's get the job done. Let's get this sword with a positive charge. Let's add some light in that cup. Let's create some equality here. Let's stop battling ourselves, because there it is. There's the Two of Cups. And that's where we actually do move away from hurting ourselves. We don't need to anymore, because we're fixing all these disconnects. We're creating with our authentic tune. Have all these beautiful harmonics at play to restore balance. To restore this beautiful, beautiful balance that we are restoring here. As the moon helps us by taking away one of these cups, as we connect with the child to see through the illusion. And I know that Two of Cups is here. I know. Where are you, Two of Cups? No, we're restoring balance. Where are you? Hello. Are you not here? Is the Two of Cups not here? Maybe I'm just seeing it in my head. I'll have to find out after when I go through all these cards. I could be seeing it in my head right now, because I haven't seen that Two of Cups ever. And there's the Queen of Cups. There's what we're talking about now. You got the Queen of Cups and the Princess of Swords, and there it is, our death and rebirth. There's our transformation right there. The Queen of Cups is the cup energy. We know she's the perfect energy to be nurturing the child with, teaching them the energy of the cups, as we're creating the 10 of Cups here, right? We're expanding it with, yeah, look, and there's the cup. Hello. We're putting the light in the cup. There's the Ace of Cups right there. What are we doing? How so? With the Princess of Swords energy, we have that positive charge. We're transforming here. There is the cup and the sword. The energy of Aquarius. That sword energy. And there's our death and rebirth. And we know that card is here. Alrighty, let's just get our message from the moon. What does the moon have to say? The frick was that? Aries, I am an earth element stability. And isn't that interesting? I just looked over here and there's the earth element. There's the Four of Pentacles and the castles. Our castles, our creations, and where's our power coming from? Is our power coming from a dark charge or a light charge? And there's number 13, Aries I am, so that's connected to death and rebirth. But this earth element stability is what we're creating right now. Now, Aries is going to be the perfect energy to create with the child, to act and put some light in that cup, because Aries is the child of the zodiac and is not up for playing games. It's just that, you know, youthful, passion-driven enthusiasm and just, you know, eye on the prize. And it's creation. It's creating. This is connected to the Ace of Wands within the tarot, and I love that you can just see, you know, the moon and the connection to the sun within the card. And it's like, you know, there's the balance as well as the creation of flow through the darkness. Aries, I am. Because we're going to create with that Ace of Wands through the darkness. This is incredible. This is the Ace of Pentacles in the tarot. And there is the Ace of Pentacles as well as now we have the Eight of Wands. And here is the Eight of Wands. So now we are having a lot of synchronicities here between these decks. As well as we know we're going to go without here. We have the Hanged Man here. This is our expansion. That's what this is all about. We're going to go without what's lower vibrational and we're going to integrate the light. There's the Hanged Man. It has to do with the water energies, putting the light within that cup. Thank you, Queen of Cups. With the Six of Swords, science, and it's connected to our gain, our Nine of Pentacles, and that is helping us to create the 10. But this is on our spiritual quest. I was like, oh my god, if the Hangman's there too, I'm gonna lose my mind. And there it is though. There is the removal of what's lower vibrational. There is the Three Cups. Masculine, feminine, and child's. And look at it. There it is. Balance restored between the masculine and feminine. Connection restored. Now, the Three Cups that the feminine is playing with, creating with her masculine, feminine, and child, because she's restoring wholeness within her, her principles within her, energy within her. And the masculine is creating with his Three Cups, his connection to the masculine, feminine, and child within him, and restoring wholeness within him. And then the energies come together, and wow. And that's what I mean. That's what being a twin flame is. That's what this explosion of light is that we're creating with here is. And it's to change the earth for the better, baby. Now, what's incredible is the message. This is tied to the Torus and the tree. Channel messages. Black Moon Lilith. It's freaking on Black Moon Lilith page. Thanks, Black Moon Lilith. We know that that's the Black Moon, the 3 moons in July, and the moon that started off the Lion's Gate and the activation of the light deep within, you know, that bringing that light deep within that lion. We become transformed. Every moment and every event of every man's life on earth plants something in his soul. Thomas Merton, New Seeds of Contemplation. New seeds of contemplation. Connected to a positive charge, I might say. Now is the time to draw upon your strength. Think of yourself as a solid and sure as a rooted tree. You are firm. Nothing can knock you out of your spot. Earth element is connected to what keeps us centered, fastened to the ground. Our spirits become more stable. Our souls deepen under the influence of the earth. The element reminds us that we are engaged in the five senses. Our dreams become manifest in what is real, not what is imagined. Earth is the element of practicality, wisdom. It can be proven and what is solid in our lives. It has to do certainly with what can be seen and felt, rather than what is imagined and dreamed. Earth tells us to take our time. There doesn't need to be a rush. We can achieve what we want while going through methodical steps. It all depends upon how determined and how measured we are, how strong and self-assured. Wow, this card is all connected to the physical world, living free among nature, being animal, also human, not being stubborn anymore, allowing others to be who they are. No more time for rushing or criticism. This is New Earth. This is what it looks like. This is the place and how we start creating it, but we have to get there ourselves first within so we can create it without. And it's about slowing down, taking our time. What is solid in our lives? Because now we are creating with what is solid because we've done the work to do so. We're grounding our heavens on earth here. And this is mixing our spiritualism, what is intuitive, with what can be seen. Our sciences. And that's the golden ages, the mix of the yin and the yang. And now we're in flow, baby. We're in flow. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. As we know, we walked away to create peace to begin with. That's why this Seven of Swords, we're moving away from trickery, that negative charge. There's two swords in the background here because we're creating peace for the masculine and feminine. Clarity. And how so? Well, look at that. There's the Three Cups. We're putting the light in. And here it is. The star. The connection to the light. To our dreams. To our heavens on earth. And what we're putting in that cup within as we connect to the masculine, feminine, and child. We restore wholeness. We restore balance. We restore flow. Let's go. Thank you for joining me here. I'm going to see you again soon. Take care. Stability. Stability growth. And there it is. This is what I need. There's two star cards in this deck, just like there's two Ten of Cups. What are we going to do? We're going to battle back. We're restoring life within from the darkness. We create our stability with the Four of Wands, and we know that's connected to the masculine, feminine, and child. This is connected to our growth. We birth new life because we have connected to the stars. We got to keep working with putting our hearts in the cup. because it's our connection to the light within with the King of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, and there's balance restored. Woo! Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Take care.